everybody, welcome back to the Cutting Edge. So finally a new shaving video. I know it's been a while, but due to work and a couple of other things I wasn't able to put up another video. I'm also starting new on social media because I didn't have Facebook or Instagram before, so that's why I'm now just making a new Instagram and making a new Facebook. I will try to link it in the description of the video. I also got a couple of new things in from the mail yesterday. To start things off, I got the Razorock Lupo, the black iodized one. So after Cris over at IMCDB ranting about it and using it a lot, I thought for that money I had to grab me one. I also picked up the leaf razor, as you maybe saw on Instagram. It's my first time using the leaf razor for the Headshave, and I'm only putting in 2 blades just to make sure. The other gear I will be using is the Gillete Rubie. Gillete Rubie blades, I heard Cris talking about it over at Another Cut Above, that were very nice blades to put in the leaf razor. For the shaving soap today I will be using Treet Provence 63. I did say that this soap deserves a lot more love from the community. It's a quad milled soap. It's originated in France, so it's a very nice scent on it. Somebody compared it to YSL L'Homme, and I do have to say it's a pretty similar vibe. I also got matching aftershave balm. Maybe I will try to list ingredients in the description, or maybe roll in a photo. So this is what the puck looks like. So the shaving puck, normally there's 63 embedded in it. It rises a little above the soap, but because I've used the soap so many times, the 63 is already gone. And for the brush today I will be using the Yaqi brush. It's the 24mm synthetic. I think it's a white smoke one. And the aftershave tonic I will be using is the Nivea Lotus Flower. Very nice scent on it also. So I didn't pre-soak the soap puck, but because it's a quad milled soap, it's a very hard soap. But in my experience, the soap doesn't need to be pre-soaked in order to give a great lather. And because of the brush being a synthetic, I don't have to pre-soak my brush as well. So I'm just going to go in with a wet brush and just start loading of the puck. So while I'm loading the brush, I wanted to give a shout out over at Treet from Shave Cave. Reed, if you're watching this, brother, thanks a lot for the shout out on your channel. I also want to mention a couple of other guys. I wanted to give a shout out over at DK from DK Damn Fine Shaves for giving me the explanation about cuts, creepers, reapers, etc. Cris over at IMCDB already gave me an explanation in the comments, but thanks for clarifying on that. I also want to give a shout out over at Lee from Nomeo Shaves. I've been watching his videos for the last couple of months, I think. He's been putting out great content. Also he reviewed the razors coming from Sterling Soap Company, and I do think those are very nice razors. And maybe if I'm able, I will pick some up when they come out. I do know it's a little bit expensive, but as I had a talk with Cris over at IMCDB, those are things you can pass on to your children, maybe your grandchildren as well. So I don't think it will be that expensive if you use them over the years and you can pass it on. Also, a little thing that I saw about DK over at DK Damn Fine Shaves. He told me that he liked the video where I make the comment about the cow looking at the train. It's just some saying we have over here in Belgium, and I have another one for him. So when there's somebody and he isn't that clever and you see him looking at you, we say the light is on but there's nobody home. So I hope you like that one as well. So as you can see, there's plenty of lather coming from the puck, and there's hardly anything that came off the puck. I'm almost getting a good lather to shave with just from the cream that came off my hand. And I do have to say, the soap can take a lot of water, so you don't have to be careful when you are adding in water. And these Yaqi brushes, the synthetic ones, are very soft. They have a very nice knot on it. I think it was yesterday that I opened up my Facebook page. But to be honest, I hadn't had much time to put things on it. I just did one to become a member of a shaving group from the Netherlands and Belgium. Because there was somebody, Mustafa, if you're watching this, brother, thank you for the invite to the forum. And I hope that I have some great interactions with the members at the forum as well. And I do have to say, those social media channels, they take up a lot of time. Besides watching all the great YouTube content, being at Instagram, Facebook, Tappa Talk, man, it's been crazy. And I also have to go to work. But I do have to say, things are getting a little bit normal here in Belgium due to the COVID virus. Everybody is starting to grab how serious that everything is. I think there are about 2,000 people that already died here in Belgium alone. And I heard some sad news about the son of Rod over at Sterling. So Rod, if you're, or Mandy, if you're watching this, my prayers and thoughts go out to your son and family as well. Also, I wanted to mention Manny, because Manny over at So-Called Shave, he has a rough time because his dad is in the hospital. So Manny, brother, if you're watching this, my thoughts and prayers also go out to you. I do have to say, I heard a lot of bad news over a couple of days. So I hope everybody that isn't going through a rough time stays safe. I know I'm doing my best, and the things at the border, they start to normalize as well. I think it was about 2 days ago I had a shift from 10 hours and we only had 10 or 15 people that didn't get the message right. So it's very positive and going in the right direction. So I think the ladder is building fine. And this Treet Provence 63, it's a very slick soap. It has good residual slickness. The only thing is that the post shave isn't that great. It tends to dry the skin a little, but using the matching balm, it definitely compensates for the soap. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. It's a very nice lather. So plenty of lather left in the brush. It's also my first time using the Lupo, so Cris, I hope you're right about the razor, that it's awesome. So first pass with the Razorock Lupo. So the Lupo is an aluminium razor and it's very light, but I do have to say I paired it up with a Treet blade because I didn't want to use a blade that didn't glue in the razor, and I do have to say it's very comfortable. It isn't that aggressive as well. So I think Cris is right, it's a very nice razor. Very easy to use. This feels really comfortable. Although I like my razors a little bit heavier, I do think that the blade gap on it is just fine, and the aggressiveness, I would say maybe it's same as a Rockwell 6S, maybe on the 3 or maybe the 4 base plate. So if you have the Razorock or the Rockwell, sorry, you can compare that, I think, with a 3 or 4 base plate. But man, this feels comfortable. Also, the soap is performing very well. And I don't know if you can pick up the audio feedback, but the razor is just gliding through it. Although it was I think 3 or 4 days growth. So that was it for the first pass. Just going to rinse off. So lathering for the second pass. But I do have to say that razor feels very comfortable, and with the Treet blade, very nice. No nicks, no creepers, weepers. Now finally you're starting to get the meaning of all those things. So thank you very much at DK and Cris for the explanation. And I do hope that everybody stays safe from the coronavirus. And I did heard many say that his wife also had a lot of difficult times. And I know it can be a strain on your family as well, because my mom died when I was just, I think, 21, and last year my dad passed away when he was 60. So I know it's hard when you do have to do everything on your own. So I hope everybody has the support that he needs. Also Rod and Mandy with the son. I read on it on the Shave Den. I think it was Lee from Romeo Shave that shared the message. So you don't have to go through hard times only with the coronavirus. There are a lot of bad things happening in the world, and I do hope that just by showing love from the community, everybody comes together. It's like I told Cris in the comments, there are only survivors from the COVID-19. There are no winners or losers. So that's it for the ladder for the second pass. And I also want to thank everybody for showing me the support on Facebook and on Instagram and on all the other social media channels. Now, because I was new on it, so maybe if I do wrong posting or do leave a comment on the wrong channel, I'm sorry for that. I'm just discovering everything. Just because of work, I never made a Facebook or an Instagram or something like that due to my privacy. This is a very good shave. I'm very happy with that. It's been a while since I had a shave like this. I'm using a new razor. In my book it's already a winner. I also saw that there are a couple of companies coming out with new products. And I do hope to get the towel from Lancaster when they come out. I heard it took about 1.5 sheep to make one towel, so I hope he has enough sheep to go around. Maybe do a little touch up here on the chin, on the neck area. Add a little bit more water. And I do really enjoy the interaction with all the great people from the community and all the enthusiasts as well. Because of work and because of all the negative things going on in the world, it's nice to just turn on your computer or your tablet or your phone and just talk about the things you enjoy. There are also a couple of other things I enjoy. As you guys I've seen on the Instagram post, I recently posted something on the scent Spice Bomb from Victor and Rolf. It is a sterling scent Detonate. It's a similar scent to Bulgari Man in Black also, because before I got into wet shaving I was a scent enthusiast. Maybe I will do a video on my scent collection that I have as well. So if you're interested in that, please leave a comment down below and I will do the effort to make the video when I find some time. So that's perfect for that. So I'm just going to rinse off, then I'm going to put on the Aftershave tonic. So back for the Aftershave tonic, Nivea with the lotus flower scent. It's very soothing to the skin, but I do have to say it's almost, I would say, a perfect shave. So we're back for the head shave. I am going to re-lather from the puck, and as you can see this loads very easily. It provides with a very rich lather, and I do have to say the Yaqi brush, I love them very much. Also, Yaqi had a sale, so I did order, I think it was the aquamarine one, a couple of weeks ago. So if you did saw the sale and you managed to pick one up, I think it was about $9. So I think that's a steal for Yaqi brush. I'm going to just wet the dome a little. I'm very excited to use the leaf razor for the first time. I also hope that the Gillete Rubie blades work well in them. And I know everybody's feeling and head is different. I did want to pick up some Gillette Nasset, I think it was, but it wasn't available at the store. And I'm just going in with 2 blades because I just wanted to start off. Nothing too aggressive, just to get a feeling of the razor. I also heard about the challenge that Zingari Man was putting up, and the ladder challenges she did with Cris over at IMCDB. Also, Cris from Another Cut Above mentioned that he was going to do a challenge. I just recently got Instagram, so I hope I can rewatch the videos, or if somebody has the videos, please link them when you leave a comment. Man. And the scent on it, just great. Now that we have a warmer climate here in Belgium, it isn't something off-putting. The scent is very nice, very floral, white. And I think in general everybody likes the scent. Just going to paint it on. So, first time using the leaf razor. Very excited. I'm going to pay some attention. Wow, that feels very smooth. But I do have to say, you have to put a little weight on the razor. And I don't know if you can pick up the audio feedback, but it's doing a nice job. Now, after those couple of passes, I do think that I could put a third blade in it. It feels very mild. But I saw a video from Cris from Another Cut Above when he explained the difference in blades in the razor and the overhang that it has. So because I just started to use the razor, I do need to find the right blade for me. But these Gillete Rubies are very nice, they are very smooth. And Cris was right on that, it is a perfect match for the razor. And I do have to say, it's pretty close. Very happy with that. So for my first pass, I'm just going to go with the grain. And the reason why I switched hands is because I want to be able to get ambidextrous for maybe when I use a Chevette. Now I didn't use a straight yet, and to be honest, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole as well, because I know straights are also very expensive. You need to get the strap, you need to hone them, or send it off to get it honed. So I won't be going down that rabbit hole, but maybe I will use a Chevette one day. And that's why I'm just working on being ambidextrous with the razor. And after using it for the first pass, I do have to say I think it's very difficult to cut yourself even when you apply pressure, because of the great blades and the overall design of the razor. So Leaf, you did a great job with the design. I'm not sure if I need to do a little touch up around the ears, but we will see after the second pass. And I do hope that my girlfriend doesn't discover how great this razor is, because I heard there were a couple of guys that the wife or the girlfriend discovered the razor and they had to buy another one or a new one for themselves. So that was it for the first pass. I'm going to rinse off, reapply the lather, and then I will do a second pass. But this already feels very smooth. And as you can see, I didn't load much into the brush and there's still plenty of soap left. And because it's a slick soap, I don't have to apply that much. So that's it. Going against grain. And I'm relatively going fast with the razor, although it's my first time using it. I do have to say I feel comfortable enough at this speed. And also because I need to get some other stuff done, because it's my only day off at work. I do need to work for the rest of the week. If you can pick up the feedback, very nice, very happy with it. Now I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger on the Leaf razor. Now I think for a couple of months or maybe half a year it will be my last it will be the last razor that I bought. And I'm going to leave that screw up. I do like making these videos for the channel and also for the community, but it's like I explained, it isn't easy to get everything across, as you saw in the last video. So sorry about the pronunciation or using the wrong words. So that was it for the second pass. I'm just going to rinse off and check if I had everything. Maybe do a little touch up. Yeah, I do need a little touch up. And the slickness from the soap is still there, so Perfect. So I'm going to rinse off, then I'm going to put on the tonic. Same aftershave tonic from Nivea. And the matching aftershave balm from Treet Provence. And you could first maybe put some water on your hands before putting on the balm. It just helps to hydrate the skin a little bit more. So I'm very happy with that. It was the perfect first use of the leaf razor. I do have to say I'm pleasantly surprised about the razor as well as the leaf razor, as the Razorock Lupo. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you for supporting the channel, also on Instagram and Facebook. If you did like the video, please subscribe, like, and put a comment down below. And if you like me to do a tour on my other toilettes and EDPs, please leave a comment as well, and I will do my best to make a video on that one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you stay safe, and catch you in the next one. As always, spread the shaving love.